The what? It's on. It's on. No. I don't think so, my friend. Give me this. You get to the inflation station. Oh, we lost our diamond shears.
What? Yeah.
How about that? Hello, folks.
What's happening, guys? This is the gathering point.
Hello. Go. Good.
Show number 211 here at the Glass Academy. You guys just signed in to check out the hottest show in the land, 2,100 degrees. My name is Chris Nordine. That's Joey Walker right there. We got the whole crew here tonight, tech support and many others. We got some 2,000 degree molten glass. Joey's blowing a optical twist cup. This is our warmer-upper for the day. We've actually been blowing glass all day long, so Joey's doing a warmer-upper because I've been blowing and he was assisting me. But he's doing a nice-looking twist cup here.
I wanted to make something. He tried to take it from me.
Twist cups are something that all kinds of glass blowers strive to do. It's a very technical thing to have some nice ribs and twist them up real good coming out of the optical mold.
The more flat you can get the twists and rotation, tighter the twist.
Yeah, the tighter the twist, the more vertical, right?
Or horizontal.
Horizontal?
Horizontal.
All right, so he's heating up the bottom here. You gonna want a paddle or a cap, or what are you looking for?
Cap.
I'm capping the pressure in the end of the blowpipe so he can use this taglia to shape and flatten the bottom of this drinking glass he's making. Looking pretty good. He's probably gonna want a bit, right?
That would be correct.
Is that recycle?
Recycle, yes. These are actually the type of drinkware that we're going to be making for our beverage counter. These will be available, I think, for sale once we have beverage counter open.
Ready?
All sorts of shapes and styles. I am ready. Ready.
So we always put a little Maurice, which is a tiny little bit on the bottom of the piece that we punny up onto so that we've got a little bit of support when you're making a very tiny punty to attach to the bottom. You don't want to remove any of the glass that the optical twist is in.
So
punty,
a little bit more.
Yep. The punty's kind of like a little Q-tip, guys. Check it out. You shape it like this. You want to have a really nice rounded top so that when it's attached to the bottom of the cup, you completely can control the gaffer, the glass blower, can control how much he wants this punty to be attached to the bottom of his piece. If it was perfectly flat, you wouldn't be able to control how much is attached. But since it's rounded, the harder you push it on, the larger the surface attaches. He's puffing a little air on it to cool it off. And now watch how this piece is going to break off the blowpipe. And there we got it.
You want to rip that open, Chris?
All right, so Joey just gave me the pleasure of ripping this puppy open. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to thin it out. I'm going to puff it, and then I'm going to pull it out with the tweezers really quick and try to trim it all in one motion.
Ripping it open? Like, is that like tearing a sheet of paper?
Ripping it like...
It's more like getting into an orange.
Yeah.
You gotta
ripping it open.
Rip it open.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, maybe trying, like, really, when I think about ripping open something, I think about ripping open a durian. If you guys have never ripped open a durian, it's pretty darn cool. Pretty sensual.
What? No.
You want to take a durian on a date with you, Joey, and you want to open that durian up with your date and have a good time. You'll love it. Why were you hiding your face, Joey?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Remember what I said, guys? I'm going to puff it, trim it, puff it, pluck it, and trim it. A puff, pluck, and a trim. Watch this.
Here's the trim. stretching it out a little bit, going after it with the shears. All with enough heat to finish the job. Very nice.
That's quite the tiny connection you got there, Joey.
You know?
I'm talking tiny.
So we can break it off nice and easy. What's the point of a tack weld? It's a significant.
So like I said, guys, the Gathering Point, Dearborn, Michigan, just outside of Detroit. Show number 211. We've been doing this since the pandemic. Don't even want to think about that dang thing. What flying saucer that thing flew into our lives on.
Hey man, talked to my alien friend last week.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, now we're talking. Here's the rip session right here, guys. Ooh.
Nice rocks glass. Want a stamp?
Yeah, let's put a GA stamp on her. So you can see those optics in there. Nice looking utilitarian drinking glass to stick in your cupboard, drink some ice cold, delicious water out of there. You know what I just discovered after being addicted to drinking LaCroix for the last like 10 years? For the first time, I've drinking a LaCroix that was just plain with no flavoring. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm hooked, guys.
Wait a second, we interrupt this broadcast. Hi, GA friends, watching from beautiful Scotland tonight.
Scotland.
What? Hello there, Miss Carrie.
Nice. How are they doing?
Yeah, Carrie, tell us in the chat. How are you
Tell us.
doing?
Yeah, we got some friends hanging out in Scotland.
Well, Jake's one of them, isn't he?
Yeah, you guys know Jake. He's in Scotland.
Good friend.
He's a good friend.
What a guy. Miss you, Jake. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are having fun out there.
All right, guys. This little tasty warmer-upper cup's going on. It'll be live on the website for sale in about 10 minutes. So
Don't
keep
put
your
that
eyes
pressure
peeled.
on me. Nothing
Michelle's
goes-
got exactly 1 minute, folks, to put this online, and
because
she is stressed.
The show is not live till 6:30, so it can't go on until 6:30.
All I'm saying is nothing about Michelle,
2 minutes.
because I don't want the bus to come squealing around the corner. We're just going to be putting this thing online sometime tonight, and it will be for sale. You saw it made right here live on the Gathering Point. It's the Joey and Chris combo drinking glass with some good mojo.
Should I give you the bus? If it comes at me, you have it.
Gotta make sure the clean, polish that spot on the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah, you could.
Can we double stamp it, Chris?
Sure, give it a double
In the middle
stamp,
of
one for each
everything.
one of us.
Hey, Beth, Jake's mic, so you're going to hear some Best talking tonight. 2 custom orders. Joey's got me wrapped up in the cord. 2 custom orders, and Chris is going to really need some help with these. So they're pretty fancy, schmancy, and Joey's the man to do the job. One is a rose bouquet for a, make sure I can say it. Okay, good. That'd be my luck, right? For a Katie. And then the second one is Sue Schmidt. She's getting a lampshade made. And so you saw in your email today that there were lampshades in the photo, so that's coming up. Lampshades take some cold work to grind the hole in the top and get that lamp fixture through, so that's not anything you're going to see on camera, but hopefully it will be done by the time Joey does the annealer reveal. So we've got the whole 2 weeks planned out while Jake's out of town. Joey's going to be doing your annealer reveal. You're going to see some of Oliver. We're trying to keep Chris under control with the bus, but you know how that goes. You heard it here first. Which are you doing first, sir?
Well, did we look at the board yet?
Why don't you take it over to the board? We're on, yeah, I guess if we do the board.
Yeah, there you go. Why don't you take it over the board or you want me to?
You can.
All right, guys, I guess I'm back. Come on over here and I'll show you the board. You can let go of that, maybe, or... All right. We got the board here, guys. Like I said before, show number 211. We're the gathering point. It's a custom show tonight. After we get done doing something, we're going to spin the wheel. Isn't that what we're supposed to do now? Yeah. So, but let me go over the board first. We're going to play the Wheel of Games. It's been changed. We're not exactly sure what's going on it, so I'll discover that in a minute when I look over there. But after we do the Wheel of Games and we play it, we spin it, then we're going to be doing the warmer-upper piece, which we already did. Now we're going to be doing a lampshade for Sue Schmidt, which is going to be unbelievable. Then we're doing a 3-rose bouquet for Veronica and AJ. It's going to be pretty sweet. And then we do our giveaway. And the giveaway is the last piece we do of the night, and you enter that giveaway to win that piece. We give a piece away every week by answering the question, and it's probably right here, written on here. Do you have any fruit trees in your yard or neighborhood? What is your favorite? And if you answer that question, which doesn't sound too difficult, especially if you don't have any fruit trees in your yard, it's a real easy one, guys. You send it to enews@glassacademy.com, and then we do a random Wheel of Names spin, and somebody wins the giveaway. And we make some pretty crazy, unbelievable giveaways. So that's the question. We don't need to have this sign up anymore, so I'll stash it back here. This was the piece that we made last week, and is this the giveaway? This is the giveaway that we made last week, you guys. And if you remember correctly, Stella, our graphics girl, Jessica's daughter, didn't design it. She just said she wanted an ice cream dish because nobody told me the design when I made it. But we took and we made an ice cream dish on the top, and then we put chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream in the middle, and these are our sherbet ice cream colors. And someone's going to win this beautiful piece. It's got a pretty nice value, but like I said, we give it away. All right, here we are. Let's take a peek at our wheel. I call it the Wheel of Doom, but we've got some changes here. We've got arrows, which I'm not sure what they mean.
I've got an answer for that when you're
What
ready.
do those arrows mean?
So rather than having a bajillion different options, if you land on a green space, you go to the arrow or the space that the arrow is pointing to, and that's the selected item via.
So then really this is this one and this one.
Yes.
All right, so now we've got half the things. As opposed to doing what we did before, which was when we spun it, we said we're going for a green one or we're going for a white one.
Well, and we're also curious if
So it's the same thing, just different way.
the wheel is weighted, so we wanted to change it up for a minute.
You think the
I
wheels
think the
been
green
weighted?
ones are heavier.
That's only at the casino.
All right, we'll give it a spin.
So, well, let's see what we got. We got the longest bubble. That's interesting. Now we've got the biggest bubble, which is kind of the same thing. Joey does a flip. Giant bubble blow.
That's gigantic, Chris.
Super size bubble blast. And the bonanza bubble. So we've got a really wide selection of amazing things going on the Wheel of Doom. And trust me, folks, this is the only time you're ever going to see this on the Wheel of Doom. Next week, it's going to be something completely different, which is going to be pretty nice. But, so tonight, we're going to probably be doing a big bubble blow. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Maybe.
So Michelle's going to be doing it as big as she can make it.
Wait, you know
Did
what
you
you
see
don't
that?
know? They all have to be done at the same time.
Well, where does that say that?
Right. Yeah.
It's in the fine print. Interesting.
It's in the fine print.
All right, well, here we go,
Spin
guys.
that already.
Poor plant's getting chowed on right here. Look at this. It's getting caught up in the gears.
It's stimulating it like a windstorm. It could be Joey Flip.
Super size bubble blast. All right. So
One
what
together.
is the super
The
size
biggest
bubble blast?
exploding bubble.
Yeah, let's do it. It's the biggest blast. Whoever can make the biggest noise with their bubble.
Okay.
Yep. I'm so glad that we got to do something with this. Come on, folks, let's go.
Chris, you
This
can go
one's
ahead.
clear or recycle?
Recycle. Michelle's going first.
We're going all at the same
She's
time.
not messing around.
We're going all at the same time.
Well, I'm gonna wait until my blowpipe is hot.
I assume mine was hot.
Here's
It's
Chris.
all about the biggest noise, and so let's just let Michelle do it. Here we go, folks.
I don't know how often Chris and Michelle are blowing up bubbles, but I know I get practice at least every weekend.
You blow bubbles?
Sometimes. Our hands-on class, we'll smash
Oh,
the
look at the
bubbles.
size of this one. And it doesn't matter how you blow it up, as long as you can blow it up
And explode.
and it explodes and makes a huge noise. You guys be the judge at what noise is the loudest. Oh, look at her.
It's a giant peanut.
Whoa!
There you go.
Noise number one.
That was a good one. You got startled by that. All right, here goes Joey.
Let's see. Let's see, folks. I'm full of hot air for this one. Came prepared.
Oh, he's shaping it up. Calm. I want to shout out to Robin. Thank you, Robin. You did an excellent job of describing the big bubble blowout.
What did she do an incredible job on?
Thinking of all sorts of different names, so it kind of sounded different.
I like it. All right.
I think my
You
blowpipe might just be
can't play
chilly.
the game if you can't get a bubble.
What?
He's got a bubble. What are you talking about?
This is kind of sketchy. All right, you ready? It's gonna blow.
Any minute now. Whoa! Right.
That was a pretty good one, Joey.
You have more practice than me.
I like breaking stuff.
I do
I
want
guess
to mention that
I
Heather
guess that
is-
was a big one.
Heather is far, far away, so she's not in the middle of this. A little
was
crunchy
good.
on the floor.
They call this walking on eggshells.
Got a big boom. I love it, Mr. Efficient.
All right, everybody stand
Wow.
back.
My computer's over there, don't blow it up.
Come on, Betsy.
What you got? What you got? Stand behind the blast shield here.
Come on, blow it.
Aw, what's happened?
That was a good one.
Man,
Very nice.
I don't know. You guys are gonna have to be the judge. Set it. Put it inside the comments. Whose was the loudest? Michelle,
Good.
Joey, or me, Chris? Come on, let's do it.
Good round, y'all. That was fun.
Joey, Joey, Joey.
It's the easiest way to clean
Why
this
does it
stuff up.
burst like that? The reason it burst like that is because we put our thumb over the end and kept the pressure in there, and it just had nowhere to go, so it pushed it out and popped it.
Yeah, the
Your
moisture
breath
from your
turns
breath.
to steam, and then it creates like a steam pressure and pops it out.
Everybody getting that?
Will you do a quick saunter over here? We've got a big show ahead of us, so just real quick, I do want to show off the pocket bases. Let's make sure my mic is on, yes. Some of them, they're hard to see the color. Like this one has this really nice amber stripe on it. So if you have a light colored wall, it's going to show up beautifully. But on our display, you know, we tried to show you some texture, maybe at your home, on the bathroom wall somewhere. I think this was Orange Crush. It's got a nice Van Gogh in the middle of it. These are our lovely pocket vases. This one reminds me, I think I called it Spring Snowfall, because it snowed here on yesterday. So those are the pocket vases. They're all online at 6:30, but our show is going to be pretty intense, so I definitely wanted to pop in there and kind of show off what they are. They do have this metal hook that's embedded in there really good, nice and strong, stamped on the back, so you just hang that on the wall and what you see is the vase. These are absolutely perfect for Michigan flowers right now because they're all short stems and they just pop out of there, super pretty. They're one of my favorite things, and they're all a little different. So this is a one and done show tonight. All right, and on that note, Joey's on it. He's got a pipe in his hand, and Chris is
saying hello to everybody.
well, you can say hello with a microphone.
No, I don't know yet. Let's take a look. We don't want to be moving too fast now, folks. We got to take it easy. Come on. We're making the lampshade. Are you picking it up? I thought you were just going to give me a bit on the bottom of this pipe. But you can pick it up. So we're going to put a chunk of this really, really beautiful color on the end of the pipe. It's kind of like a taupe, but it's an opaque, opalescent color that is going to keep the lampshade that we're making for Sue. It's going to keep it from being completely transparent because we don't want to see the light bulb inside of it. So we're going to add some other colors onto the surface of this piece, and then we're going to blow this puppy out. I want to take a look at the order form here, just to get a good thing. What'd you say? Go ahead and heat it up. Let's see what happens. Had a little distress in it. That's fine. Warm it up. Tell them what you're doing, Joey.
Might not be helpful if I had my microphone on. I'm sorry, everybody. So, basically, we're warming this up. It did explode. We saved most of it. We cleaned a little chunk off of it, and once it's hot, Chris is going to get a blow tube, and we're going to stick it right on the end of the blow tube and use it as the core for our lampshade that we're going to be making for Sue. So I'm just getting this nice and warm, ready for Chris to give its beans. Keeping it hot. How is everybody doing this evening? Having fun? What does everybody do on Tuesday nights? Get crazy watching The Gathering Point? I might go play some pool later. I've also been playing lots of chess. If anybody wants to challenge me in a game of chess, let's go. Or if anybody has Talk louder. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Well, that was a comment from like 10 minutes ago when your microphone was off. So obviously they couldn't hear you. So we don't want to mess around with any of that.
Got bloated?
No. I'm going to look at this first.
Says she's getting buck wild, Joey.
Getting buck wild. You know, I would expect nothing less from the Carson household. They do get pretty buck wild over there. We've got another guest in the house who likes to get buck wild, Mrs. Sharon Watch over here. Undercover. She's actually, I'm not going to say anymore. Secret mission. It's a good thing I don't work for any sort of government. They probably have offed me by now.
You'd probably be fired on this
Yeah.
spot. So what color is this, Joey?
So like we said earlier, you guys, this is a taupe. It's a really nice light kind of vanilla-y taupe color. So we got that color behind us. I'm just trying to make sure when a color cracks, you want to make sure that there's no air bubbles in it. So you heat it real hot and you keep heating it real hot until the bubbles come to the surface, and then you don't have any bubbles in it. So that's what we're doing right now. It's kind of a technique that you learn after blowing glass for a long time. That's how you get the bubbles out of it so that you don't have them in the color, because it's not a nice thing to have it in there when you're blowing a piece out, especially something like a lampshade that you're going to be looking through all the time. So I'm doing one more nice heat on here, and when I make sure there's nothing that comes to the surface, I'll hand it off to Joey, and then I'll go ahead and get a blowpipe. I did put one up over there to get hot, Joey, if you want to bring that over. All right, we're looking pretty good here. So I'll trade you. So the trick to doing a lampshade like this, you guys, when you want to have a core color on the inside, and then you want to have a bunch of color on the outside that has different color patterns going on, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this out. I'm going to gather glass over it, and then let that encased core color harden up so that I can gather up a coating of all my other colors on the outside and manipulate them into a really beautiful pattern, and then blow the whole piece out into the lampshade itself. So I've got this thing real nice and hot. No poutine, you say? What does that mean? What?
I love poutine.
All right, folks, if anybody out there is eating a fresh batch of poutine, you're going to have to turn off the show and finish it, because there's no poutine allowed in the audience or not.
No chance. And you've got to bring the poutine here.
We aren't allowed to have any poutine tonight during the show, you guys. That's what tech support's just told us.
All right, tech support said there's no OT, overtime tonight.
Oh, now we're talking about...
And now, why was there no overtime
I thought I was going to get a swat. No OT tonight, overtime.
Should I swat you?
Well, I don't wanna.
She's so ducked.
I thought she was coming around to give me the old 1-2.
I'd never give you the 1-2.
Huh?
I'll give it to him.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys, I'm just an innocent guy trying to blow some glass.
Vicky wants to know if Oreos are allowed. We're allowing her to eat her Oreos, right? Just no poutine.
Yes.
Vicky wants to know if she can still have her Oreos.
Yeah, go ahead, and hopefully it's the double stuff.
I love Oreos.
Well, I mean, it's about the stuff on the inside.
All right, put it in the chat. Who loves Oreos? We go to Better Health to get our stuff for dinner. They don't serve Oreos.
I haven't had an Oreo
It's
since I think I was
Oreos are
a
vegan.
kid.
Yeah, the Paul Newman ones are not the same as Oreos. All right, website is
Chocolate ever,
live.
so-
If you're interested in any pocket faces, now is your chance to hit up the website. Let's just make sure everything worked. There they are. Thank you, Robin. A nice shout out to you for doing such a lovely display on the pocket faces.
Joey's getting crazy.
Buck wild. Firecrackers.
You guys realize what Joey's got hanging around his neck?
What is it?
Take a look at it, you guys.
It's strawberry.
That's because that's Joey's nickname,
Is it?
the Texan Strawberry.
No.
And if you want to know the answer to that, you're going to have to just get it from Joey.
Joey's gonna have to get it for Joey as well. So that's a new one.
The Texas Strawberry?
Yeah.
Well-
I need to mention, Carrie, no one saw that comment.
What
Just
was
saying,
it?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
So no one saw that comment.
About the Texas Strawberry?
No.
No, about Oreos.
Oh.
Don't worry about it, Chris. It's already over our heads. We're here for bubbles and colors.
So I'm blowing out this beautiful core color into a glass encasement. And once I get this blown out correctly, I'm going to take another big gather over this, and that's where I'm going to do my color work. And I've kind of, hopefully Sue's watching. Sue, are you watching? Because I picked out a couple colors that I think would be nice colors that would complement your house, Sue. And I've been to your house, and I know what it looks like. And I know what your yard looks like through all those gorgeous windows you have. And I'm picking out a couple colors that I think would be really nice on the surface of this shade. One of them is going to be a beautiful emerald green to tie in with some of those fresh spring leaves that are growing. And the other one's going to be a nice dark tobacco.
Sue said she's watching.
Nice, Sue. Joey, would you chill that pipe off for me with the water cooler while I pick out another color here?
Why are you doing that?
Pipe spicy. Cool out the pipe with water. A plus B equals C, right? Now it's ready to be held. And get into the furnace, dip some more glass on there. You want me to do that, Chris, or you want me to
What do I want you to
hold
do?
off? You want me to take the next gather?
Absolutely
I
not.
said, no way, Jose.
Nope.
No way.
Because I got to dust the cracks and go into an optical mold with this and get all buck wild.
Well, I guess we might need
Chris,
enough.
Sue said she trusts you, so just run with whatever.
Woo! I get to run!
Run with the ostriches, Chris.
That's the one I want right here. And my bench is gone, but I'll stand on the little old, my grandpa.
There's a box right there.
That's too far away. We'll go for this one for now.
Long distance traveler.
All right, I'm gonna
him and a ha.
All right, we know what's going on here.
I think Chris said on today's show he's going to show you guys how to yodel. You got to work on that.
What do you mean? That was pretty
That
good.
was pretty good. Better than I could do. I'll give you that much. You guys think we should have one of those like soundtrack pianists who does like animated music behind whatever each person is doing? Like Chris is walking over there. You've got piano man running his movements behind him. That sounds amazing. Should bring him in. Wowza. You need a box? Or the papers?
What'd you say?
You want the paper?
I wouldn't mind having a paper, sure. It's in the crisper drawer next to the lettuce.
Oh, lovely.
So I got a nice coat of this emerald green, which is going to be gorgeous on here.
Oh, you opened me a different.
Yummy.
It looks like a piece of beef. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, Sue Schmidt said, I trust you, just run with it. You guys got that message?
Yep. Give it a pre-dunk. Refresh our murk water material on the surface.
So I'm shaping this up to go into the optic mold, which is going to allow me to dust the cracks of this piece. So we get a gorgeous looking faded color. And I did put just a little bit of that reducing tobacco up on the top of the piece, which is going to look super cool once it's blown out, because I'm going to want to put a tobacco lip wrap on this. Don't let me forget to match that top.
Lippus rapus.
That's right, a kiss. My friend, a kiss.
There you go.
All right, I'm getting it screaming hot, just to the point where I can barely control it. Whoa.
Carrie said she wants to see you do a backflip, Chris.
All right. With hot glass in my hand or not?
Yeah. How else would you do it? Wow. This is not going to be a small lampshade, folks. Not by any means.
So that's taking the glass off the top of the ridges, and now I've got the cracks all dusty, which I'm going to twist this thing up and go into the mold again. So it's cool when you have these multiple layers of colors, especially when you're going to have light transferring through the shade. It's going to be super sweet. Hey, would you do me a favor and get me the box instead of that thing? Because I think I might go through it if I... All right, now watch this, guys. I'm going to twist this on the marver. See how I'm twisting up that the optics? Now I'm going to go back into this mold and do it again. Kind of like Jake did last week with the broken mold.
Those look pretty nice.
Gives it a really beautiful basket weave pattern.
A lot of texture going on there, Chris.
Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Will you pull those big jacks out for me? Trying to bring that tip down a little. have you start the neck for me, Joey, just with the big jacks while I turn this so you can get it going. I don't want to lose these amazing color optics I have. Okay.
Just having fun. That's all.
Stretch it out a little. Angle your jacks, I mean. Just a little. There you go. Good. Okay, I'm gonna blow. Keep the neck in.
Chris, you are asking a whole lot right now. We'll get it.
How's the bottom looking?
It's kind of pointy. We're gonna need to heat it again. It's looking like a lemon. Real nice lemon.
I'm gonna take a bench blow, Joey. Blow. Keep going nice and hard. Keep going. Keep going. Good. That's nice.
All right. That's a nice big bubble there.
It's gonna be a beautiful shade. Gorgeous looking pattern. Look at that, guys. All right, I'm gonna take a Maurice, then we're gonna punny this puppy up. That can't be bigger than the hole I'm drilling, so. Well, anything left over you can just use on the punty. Okay.
This thing is a beast. Look at it. What colors you put in the cracks? Gold brown?
Yep.
Nice.
So Rachel's asking what colors will that be? You said a taupe and a tobacco color?
I used taupe in the core, then I coated it with emerald green on the outside, and then I went into that broken mold optic, and I had put some tobacco up on the top, and we're gonna put a tobacco coming out. Gonna put a tobacco lip wrap on. It's gonna be a beautiful color. You don't see the true colors right now, but especially when I'm doing pendant lighting, and I do a lot of pendant lighting, it's really important to make sure that you know the colors you're putting on when a light's gonna be shining through this. And this is gonna be pretty tasty, guys. I'm telling you.
Looks pretty heavy. Like a melon. Big old watermelon. Careful.
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're
So
on.
how many grapes would you say this is, Chris? In volume
It's like
size?
a lot of grapes,
Like
Joey.
a lot of grapes?
It's more like a watermelon.
No, I need a grape measurement.
Ready?
Yeah.
Push towards me. Take it. Perfect break. Nice and thin. I love it. You can start up that tobacco lip wrap. I'm kind of almost thinking a crystal lip wrap might look real nice. So hang tight for a second. Let me look at this. But I'll definitely need some shield action while I'm heating this up, Joey.
Want the wet rag?
Might be a clear crystal, but I'm just going to give it a slight flare, and then I'll see that. I think crystal's going to capture a lot of light instead of tobacco, guys. So I'm going crystal on the end so that gets a real nice hot spot on the bottom of the shade. We're going to be gloving this away, Joey, just so you know.
Yeah, I'll get the gloves ready. I think it's kind of funny. We should think about the paddles without holes because your shield will be wanting tonight.
Right.
Be all right.
Just keep it moving.
I'll adjust. You want to just put those big gloves on?
All right, I think, why don't you go for that lip wrap, Joey?
There.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's got a really nice color. I'm putting a little bit of extra heat on the punty, guys.
Pretty good size, Chris.
Oh, it doesn't have to be huge, but thumb size. Oh yeah, my thumb, which is huge.
Are you saying you're an ogre?
You're saying ogres have big thumbs?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact.
Joe, will you organize my bench a little bit? I got a lot going on there that doesn't need to be going on.
Funny bone?
That was. I could keep this thing nice and symmetrical, but what's going through my head is that there's been this whole kind of good, right there. There's been this whole trend going on in the lighting industry where the lights are kind of like dented and indented a little and has a little organicness to it, which could be something I'm gonna do once I heat this up and open the bottom up. I know for sure I want to have the bottom open enough that you can very easily get a hand up in there to change the light bulb.
Might be able to fit a leg in there.
You could just put a ladder right up inside of this thing and climb up in there. I'm always making sure, you guys, that you see that I'm flashing the punty on the piece to make sure that it stays nice and hot up there on the pipe.
Flutter away from us, Chris. What are you thinking?
Just gonna open it up right now, but I'm gonna take a paddle it. Oh, thank you. That felt so nice when you shielded me.
All the way up to his arm is getting glassy with heat. Brutal. I'm feeling it all over my
Good.
hands.
That's looking tasty. So I'm trying to get a little bit of this gravity by spinning it with the optics so I get that scalloped outer rib that looks organic, you guys. So that's why I'm going to get it a little bit hot right now and see how it goes. See how I'm spinning a little bit quicker than normal here.
Legs up to this.
Yeah, I'll go in for a...
One more. Ooh, this is hot. Holy cow.
That's a beaut. Look at that. That's a tight looking shade. And I know you got a nice spot. We're going to go for some reduction now. Give me 1 second and I'm going to go in and heat it the whole thing and then I'll have you do the reduction so I get some heat because it's thin. All right, go for it. All right, look at that, guys. Nice and rounded out perfectly. Woo!
You done in here?
I am done in there. That is one nice looking lampshade, guys. I'm going to be carrying it over to the annealer because it's thin, because you want to make them light so that Joey doesn't have to carry it the whole way over there and jeopardize cracking it with those gloves. So I get a lot of water on here.
Chris, I got a serious question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know the Muffin Man? What do you... Oh, go ahead.
All right, guys, we're going away with it. I'll get the door for you if you want. Which one? Down the bottom's fine. Beautiful.
Spicy.
Woo! All right, all right.
Great.
That turned out really nice.
What do you think, Sue?
Sue, that's a really nice lampshade.
Oh, Chris, I'm speechless.
And it's gonna be glowing so beautifully in your place. Especially when you're outside looking in at night. Look out, but that thing is tasty. It's big. I probably could put it right over my head, which I might, just to show everybody. But that was great. It was a lot of fun.
Who's doing the annealer reveal? Because you could put it over your head.
I don't know about the annealer reveal.
So,
Oh,
we'll see
Joey, you could walk in like a spacesuit astronaut with it.
That was great, though. Sue, super fun to make that piece. I loved it. And anyone else, if anyone's interested in having lighting fixtures made, let us know because I love making them and they're super cool. And we can, you talk to Jake about it when you sign on to that custom order form online at glassacademy.com, and he'll reach out to you and talk to you about it, and can tell you all the easy nuances of getting an electrical fixture to house the shade that we blow, which is super easy. You want to get one that's just a standard fixture that's already been made, that's UL approved, so that all you're doing is swapping the shade up. That is what we're making, and you're throwing away that cheap made in CHINA.
Other places.
Right.
Yeah, and you know where a great place to get those is? Let them know.
Places? I mean, they have okay
IKEA.
Selections. IKEA
No,
is
to
okay.
get the hanging thing.
The hanging pendants, but there's better ones to get than IKEA. You can get them in any custom lamp store or regular lighting store. You can get them at Lowe's, Menards. Menards has got a great lighting section, but hey, let's get on some type of lighting fixture frenzy. I like it. But we're moving on to the next thing on the list. So let's boogie over there. Michelle told you guys that the website is live with all of our sweet custom pocket vases, right, guys? Oh, what's happening? Nice to see everybody out there.
Well, apparently our cord is a little.
Some cord difficulties.
Some cord issues because it's not taped on like it was last time. Remember right here last time it was taped on right up here and it kept it from moving. It was taped right there and it worked perfectly.
Yep.
So this is taped differently, but it's all right. We always have these difficulties because that's what it's about, you guys. But we did the lampshade right now.
Good.
That was after the warmer-upper. And now we're working on Veronica and AJ's wedding rose bouquet with 3 roses connected that can be held while walking down the aisle and be set down on its own. So we've never made one of these before. Joey and I are going to do it. We don't have Jake with us, so he completely sabotaged us and said, hey, I took this amazing, super difficult custom order. I'm out of here, which is okay. And we're going to do it, and it's going to turn out great. And I hope he's watching.
Here's the thing. He didn't sabotage Chris at all. He loves these challenges. And if Jake was here, Chris would be like, back off, I'm making it. So there's no sabotage.
Get the bus. It's around here somewhere.
Sabotage. There's no sabotage. Just do what you're good at.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, so rose time, guys. Veronica and AJ, if you're watching, speak up. Let us know.
Type in.
I know Veronica was on earlier. I saw her in the comments.
Well, that's the cool thing about the shows that we do, guys, is that you don't have to watch it live. You can schedule your piece being made, and then 3 months from now, you can watch it and sign on when you get back from your vacation and see your piece being made live before your eyes, because they're online forever.
It's so weird. If you look at the TV, you're like backwards. All right, tonight's question is, do you have fruit trees? Here in Michigan, we had super warm weather, so all the fruit trees started blooming. If you have fruit trees and you answer this, you will be entered to win. Let me show you what last week's giveaway was. It was a super fancy ice cream parfait dish. This is cookie dough ice cream, which is my favorite. I don't remember what that was, but pistachio was the flavor on top. There was one lucky winner. Stella designed this or suggested it, and the guys made something. Stella had lots of friends enter the contest to win this, and their friend's mom and stuff. The person who won it is a regular customer. So if you're a fan of the gathering point and you have entered this contest, it could be you.
All right. So we're on to this. I'm going to be making the
Stanley?
roses, and the first one's going to be a recycle blue rose on the top. And then there's going to be, they're all going to have green stems.
Just the purple has the gold iris, the 2 leaves.
Yep. So this is going to be the recycle rose with a green stem. What we're going to do is we kind of thought about making a triple bouquet, 3 roses, is we're going to make the roses and put them in the garage, guys. And when they're in the garage, they'll be on the blowpipe, waiting to be put together into the bouquet itself. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to make each rose before your very eyes, and then put them all together into the bouquet. I want to make sure I've got my leaf tool, which is right here. And then this is the rose head tool. And we should be in biz.
It's going to be a good one, folks.
Her mom's watching and her future mother-in-law's watching.
Oh boy, got the whole crew.
Texturization. Take it to the chopper.
100% recycled, gorgeous light blue rose bud.
Katie said, we know Chris is a rock star. He's got this. Yeah, the rose goes so quick, but I've seen people try to make that rose head very, very unsuccessfully. He's had years of practice making these kinds of things.
I like when I make the stems of roses that are green, I like not coating it completely with green and swirling it up so there's some crystal and green happening in the stem so they look really beautiful and have a lot of sparkle to them. It's real important to get some sparkle action going on. So this is my stem, which is going to be unique. You got the rose head, which is going to be knocked off on the bench over here, Joey, so I can stick it on the bottom of my thing, remember?
Yep. Flash real quick.
These are the thorns that I just put on the end of the piece, on the stem. That's going to be cool. You can set that probably right on the bench arm for me when I come out. This is kind of how you do the gravity stem here, guys. I'm blowing on the areas that look like they're thinning out a little bit too quickly so that it ends up being nice and organic, which that looks pretty darn good. I got a nice looking little connection point there. This is nice. There's the stem. You're going to bring me a couple crystal leaf or recycle leaves, Joey. I think recycle is going to be nice with these, and the other one will be clear, and the purple rose will have gold leaves on it.
Oliver says, dang, Chris, he's never seen you make a rose before. He can't believe you use the tool that much, just one heat.
Yeah. What up, Oliver? So
How often would you say we make stuff like this, Chris?
I haven't made a rose like this in a while, but we try to, when we run out in the gallery, we make roses, but never the triple special custom piece. So you guys, I'm trying to get the shape that it's going to be when we put the bouquet together. And this is the hard part because it's got to be bowed just like so. Because all of them need to be bowed like this. And if we get them all bowed the same way, this thing's going to look real nice.
Start the red one or the one?
You can do the red one, that's fine. All right, so now this one's done. It's going in the garage, you guys. I'm going to put it in the garage.
Two, maybe 3 coats of red, the red rose. I'm gonna hand this back to Chris.
All right, this will be red quarter. All right, looking good.
Good size.
I think the size is good. What I like going in, and I just did so you saw, was I added a little more of the red or whatever color we're using, whether it's purple or red, and I put it on there and I don't melt it in. If I melt it in, it'll be perfectly smooth and we'll gather a nice gather of glass with no air bubbles. But when you leave it texturous for this particular piece and I gather over it, it traps little air bubbles in there, and then it makes the rose head glisten a little bit more because there's air bubbles in there. It's really cool. I can do that with the reeds too. So the light gets captured in there.
Very nice.
So Joey, have you ever had any fruit trees in your backyard?
When I lived in Florida, we used to have a tangerine tree.
Nice.
Yeah, that was great.
That had
We
to be a
also had
thirst
We
quencher.
had a pear tree as well.
We had a pear
couple
tree.
of orange trees. Yeah, we had quite a few. I don't know about not in Oklahoma. We had wild onions that grew by our house in Oklahoma.
Wild onions, that
Yeah,
sounds
that was
delicious.
awesome. And then Wyoming was barren and dead because it's Wyoming. It's nice in the summertime though.
Huh?
Wyoming,
Oh boy.
I don't think we had any fruit trees there.
Not in Wyoming.
The only thing I've ever had is a crabapple tree. I'm not counting that.
Yeah. Colorado, we lived in the high desert. Out on the western slope, we didn't have anything out there because it was all sand. So we tried making a few gardens, but it wasn't the best place to grow stuff.
So going on rose number 2, guys. Getting some thorny action here. Yep.
Rather than having it on the paddle like last time, which is now I understand the procedure. I'll just tap that off. Tweezers,
Think?
it's ready.
Maybe for the giveaway, we do it rose themed.
So it's all about kind of the right heat and gravity. Check that out, you guys. It's falling out on its own. Getting a little bit thin right underneath the head of the rose, so I'm going to blow there.
You want clear leaves on this one?
This one's going to have crystal leaves. Yes, that sounds great, Joey.
Want to compare the length on them?
What'd you say?
Want to check the length on them?
I'm all right.
All right. Turn Watch said, those roses are a great Mother's Day gift. Also a special remembrance if your mom's not here. I think she's got it. She's got it going on.
Michelle, if you could plant any fruit trees, what would you pick?
You know, we have a cherry tree down the street, and I think I'd do a cherry tree. Yeah,
I always thought maybe a lemon tree, but cherries is
with lemon work in Michigan.
I have a friend who has one.
Outdoors?
Yes.
No.
So she has it potted and she brings it indoors sometimes when it gets super cold.
Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
she does bring them outdoors in the summer.
We could grow a lemon tree. Hey, if anyone has a lemon tree, we'll grow it here inside the Glass Academy. We can make our own lemonade.
That'd be cool.
All right, I do have a question while you guys are on there. Is the website working for you all? Or pocket vases maybe not your favorite thing? Those are a great Mother's Day gift. But I just want to throw it out there. If you need something for Mother's Day, I have a friend who's got her order in for those. I love when past employees reach out. There's just something so satisfying by them checking in. For those of you who know who Christina is, she went to grad school, she graduated last week. That was kind of cool. We went to saw Christina. We have another girl, Aurora, who used to work here. And she's checking in, so it's really fun to see what people are up to.
It's your perps.
It's gonna be.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? While we're on there, how about on the chat? Because the guys don't know this. Yellow rose means friendship, right? What does a purple rose stand for? And Beth is working the camera, so she can't Google it. I see her thinking. Red rose is love. Pink is what? White?
That's the YouTube comment, or the Facebook comment section.
Yeah,
Someone to
right?
give us.
The Purple Rose is Jeff Daniels' place, right? In
It's a
Chelsea,
theater.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Theater?
But what do the different colors mean? Can you guys put it in the chat? Can someone?
Did you guys
Give
know
us a quick-
that roses have the highest energy frequency? I think I told you guys that. about
What?
that.
Roses do?
Yeah,
Out of all the flowers?
out of most living plants, I think. Pretty sure.
All right, we're
Google
going to have to
You
look
can
that
Google
up.
that, and it will.
Well, I know.
Fact check me.
I do know that
check
beekeepers have a longer lifespan because they're around the bees, and the frequency of the bees lowers their heart rate.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you want longevity, become a beekeeper.
But don't
Need
get
to do
stung.
that. My heart rate's always at about 100.
Or
so-
build up a tolerance to getting stung.
Blood
you
sugar's
go.
the best. Purple rose is royalty.
Nice.
I think pink is friendship.
Is it?
Yeah. From what I remember, unless I'm totally wrong.
Purple roses are for royalty and majesty.
I know yellow wasn't yellow friends?
There's a color for sympathy.
I want to know who decided this, anyways.
Hallmark. But there is a request. Can Joey Walker sing the Yellow Rose of Texas?
Yeah.
Is that the song that was on today? It's like the Texas Rose. I think it is. No, I can't. It's too slow. I don't sing slow music. It's like asking me to do things slowly. How many roses do you think you've made in your lifetime, Chris?
Lots of roses. Plenty. I don't know exact number, but had to be a bunch.
More than a ton, less than a bunch?
More than a ton, but less than a bunch.
Is a bunch more than a ton? Some more random farm references. A bushel. What about a bushel? Roses. Basket. Barrel.
Oliver.
A bucket.
Oliver says pink is for gratitude and admiration.
Pink?
Pink.
We weren't asking about pink roses, Oliver.
I mentioned pink.
Oh.
So Oliver has my back. Thank you. Yellow is friendship.
You guys should have seen Oliver and Matt earlier today whipping up some pumpkins. And just to reference a really cool band, Oliver one of the first few pumpkins they made, he brought us to town with some smashing pumpkins.
Oh
Threw it
yeah.
on the ground and said, I'm tired of this one. You guys are taking too long with these diskellos. And he just hucked it on the floor.
He threw it on the ground.
Just smashed it. Pure rage.
Cindy says purple is long-lasting love. White is purity and new beginnings.
Part of the project's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be like some goblet assembly type business, but with some floral action.
Says, hey now, Joey, don't tell people about my temper tantrums.
He's got a temper on him. If you guys haven't...
Oliver does?
Yeah, he does. You guys see him on the show. He gets more rowdy than I do.
If he doesn't win the longest drop, he gets crazy.
Yeah.
All right, this one's kind of cool. I didn't know this. Purple rose, it's the mythical rose. Gives off a special meanings like royalty and majesty. Hello. A deep purple rose is perfect when you want to show someone you look up to them and value their opinions. Which is pretty cool too, but
Gold
I don't
leaves?
know that I see deep purple roses very often.
Me neither.
All right, I'm gonna start posting the shorts. You guys see how they're creeping in there? She gets these great little videos. And we call them shorts, but now that we have a couple of them in the queue on YouTube, I'm gonna start posting the links on Facebook so you can watch them. It's like a mini synopsis of our big show here, boiled down.
Now, if my math is correct, I believe there's only 2 other components left on this fixture, eh?
That's right.
Right.
The holder on the bottom and then the wrap. Come on, baby, that's plenty.
It's giving him the itis. It said, iris, please, if possible. I think that means I really want the iris.
All right, let's do it.
Beautiful. Is there a color that you want, or just clear, or iris maybe?
What are you talking about?
For that core that we're gonna drop inside of it.
We're gonna get this bent up and everything and put this in the garage, and then we're gonna make that core. So it's gonna be clear crystal for sure. But we want to just make sure that we get this in there the right shape, and then we're gonna make that core and add these on. It's a nice looking little rose right there, that purple beauty, guys. trying to get the stem now to bend a little bit more towards the moil or closer to the pipe. So I'm going in deep. I let the whole thing get a little cold, and now I'm getting the whole stem hot so it bends evenly, which is what it's doing right now. Check it out.
Chris's mom says no cherry trees. They make a mess when the birds attack.
What'd she say?
Don't plant a cherry tree because they make a mess when the birds eat them.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said when birds attack. I'm
Well,
like,
it says birds attack to eat, yeah.
All right, this one's going into the oven just like it is with a nice bow to it. We'll put this one on first, so we'll keep it over here, Joey, and then as we take them out, you can take it from that one and just go straight up that one, and when you take that one and move it over there, move that one over there. All right, I think we're good.
That's pretty good.
So now we're making that shape,
That
that fancy shape.
particular shape is going to be the core support of these roses in their magnificent display. Nice leaves and all, you know, as a floral display should have.
Doing now,
We
Joey.
discussed the creation of the core layer being kind of like a cone, so that as we set the roses on it, they can kind of rest along the side piece of that conical type section that will be the core. And then we're going to wrap it in an iris kind of band right around that core section, so it looks like they're tied together like a bouquet.
Very nice.
So I'm just eyeballing this, guys, because that's kind of the way I do it. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to get the right size. So I want to have it be a taper that is going to be shaped just the right shape for those roses to touch on. What are you thinking, Joey? I'm thinking that's probably about right. We can torch that when we knock the piece off, right?
Sorry, you're going to hunt you up, or is that going to be it?
That's going to be it, because it's got to be tapered that way, because they're going down like that, right? So if you got the bow of the piece and it's bowing like this,
Just lay it this way.
you're going to bring it over and we're going to stick it on that way. You're going to bring it in. We're going to bring the pipe right over the top of this. You're going to stick it on. I'll torch one side. You'll stick it on. I'll put my shears on there, and you tap it and walk away, and I'll have the thing sitting there like this. But I'm going to let this core get a little bit cold so I can torch it, and this is not moving. You know what I mean? So go ahead and go up with that one,
Das Perps.
the Perps one first.
Color. They said orange roses represent the happiness.
But just stay up nice and hot for a minute.
How much they mean to you. Orange combines the love from red and the gratitude for friendship that yellow replaced. So
explanation,
It
heavy
was.
duty explanation. Yeah, so who does come up with these? The florists, the yellow rose of Texas.
Let me know what you think, Joey. I'm going to give it one flash, and I'll come out and do this again, and we should be ready, okay?
All right.
I think it's interesting too with these rose colors because I don't know that I
You
would
want
know.
to attach it like
other than I
below
just like the color.
leaves or at the leaves?
No,
or-
you want to have the curve. I'll kind of direct you for distance with the tweezers when we put it on, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm going to come, when I come out, you can go in and into the glory hole,
Sounds good.
okay? First one here, guys. Don't want him to move. I'm going to be ready when you are. One flash and come on over, my friend. Here's your tweezers. My shears. Stay. Tap. It's straight, Joey. You straightened her out.
Well, I think it's okay in this exact instance. We can adjust it. We're gonna want to kind of.
Just a simple
Out of the way.
reminder, if you guys missed the show, it's always on YouTube. We get it up pretty much
My
streaming
tweezers, Joey.
right after the show. Look at that Joey, fast on his feet. Go, Joey, go! Next week is the big show as well. Putting a shout out. The big show, we're charging a ticket for it because what we don't want is 400 people to show up, which could happen. But when we charge a ticket, then it's a little more committed audience. As of right now, we do have seats available, so
Flash it.
join us for the big show if you're interested.
What is the big show, Michelle?
The big show is, look at that tiny glory hole they're working out of.
I'm gonna have to heat the steak. Keep heating yours up good, Joey. I'm gonna just gotta get my line marked and start heating my spot up now that I got this rose looking good.
The big show is using the large glory hole. We did it for the 200 show, and every glass blower wants to make big things. So it's gonna be, Jake is out of town. It's gonna be Chris, Joey, and Oliver and myself dancing around. If you come and get a ticket, you're welcome to bring food and beverage and sit in the audience. Put your feet up. The big show will be streamed live, but the good part about being in the studio audience is you can talk to the glass blowers. If we want feedback, instead of saying like, should we make it blue or should we make it green, we're gonna talk to the studio audience first. So think about like Johnny Carson, where he has his, the studio audience, they talk to him before they go live. That's what's gonna happen here. You can bring your own food. We are not providing food for the show because we don't know who's gonna show up and what their dietary needs are. But you can bring things to share if you like. There are still tickets available. And I think they're on the Gathering Point. I think they put them on there. What do you think about that, Bess? Over to you, Bess.
I feel like we're doing like play-by-play for a sporting event.
I know. Hey, Jessica changed the banner image on the website. Super cute, super cute.
I like having a live audience because people get to see behind the scenes. They get to see what I get to do and what Heather's doing. So
And they get to see Bess.
Yep.
they get to kind of see everything that gets put into the show. Had a couple people during the 200th show kind of come over and ask what I was doing and kind of check out what Heather does. And yeah, so I like to see everybody, and I like for them to see what we do behind the scenes.
Yeah, because I think sometimes what happens behind the scenes is not at all what people suspect. Ooh, this is cool.
I just want to give another holler to Oliver and tell him that if he ever gets to the point where he's doing more candy cane than one at a time, that's kind of what it's like. It's craziness.
So what I didn't think of was putting the roses on the shopping page. Yes, you can go on our website and shop the roses. They are on there. So as we talk, we just sold a rose. Chris, when did you develop these roses?
I can't remember, but it was a while ago.
I think they were Renaissance thing.
Oh, maybe. Sorry, I can't dig into my memory at this very moment.
Why not?
But I mean, it was it could have been something we made out at the Renaissance for a while. I haven't started on the heat yet, Joey, but I'm just kind of getting these guys situated.
Robin just said she'll stay for the big show. Does that mean like Robin's gonna play hostess. She'll be able to sit in the studio audience and answer all the questions. It's like sitting next to a rock star, like when they show up for a basketball game in the front row and everyone's like, there's Johnny, oh my God. They're gonna be like, there's Robin, that famous. Yeah, we can let Robin spin the wheel. All right, we got Mike Venus that's coming to the show. Yes, 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 can't wait. This is the one time you can answer all the questions you wanted to ask us. We're gonna be right in your face.
Getting ready to start putting some heat on this base. I'm going to take another flash. Give me 1 second.
All right, folks, here we go. The last final maneuvers.
Just getting a good heat on it. Let it stabilize a little before you come out. Because I got to let this stiffen up, Joey, so don't do anything yet. Just hang tight.
Well,
Getting it nice and hot.
phone is ringing.
Get it nice and hot.
Phone
and,
is ringing and
I'm ready when you are.
no one to answer it.
Let it fall a little more. Flip it over. Let it fall.
I like that each rose is totally different color.
Yeah, this is a really cool piece. One of the things, like I know Chris likes about the Renaissance and the things that we do here is that because of the custom orders, you make things that you normally wouldn't make.
Yeah.
It's like it pushes you to a level that you hadn't thought about, or it's different. And then this is tricky too because they all have movement. Think about a sculpture like a stone marble sculpture or something like that. Any appendage that's not hooked has a lot of movement. It's easier to break off. He's making it look pretty smooth and effortless, but with so many different appendages on there, it's really tricky. Keeping this hot, consistent, getting it to do what you want it to do, getting it to stay the shape you want it to stay.
Oliver said Robin's going to be the head glass blower for the live show.
Yeah.
For the big show.
Robin.
Maybe we'll do names in a hat, or remember like something in a hat. So if we don't know what to start with, we pick something out,
I like that.
right?
Is the big show starting at the same time?
Yeah,
Somebody
big
asked.
show is not. The 200 show was a 3-hour show. This is going to be doors open at 5 o'clock, and the show starts at 6. So if you want to bring food and eat beforehand, you're more than welcome to do so. If you want to nibble during the show, there's that option as well. It's a very exclusive, small, little party.
I do like the way that these are coming together.
Blooming nice.
Bloomin'. Das Blumen.
I had like a really symmetrical, geometric, analytical thought process to this.
Of
and
course you did.
I'm telling you, it looks amazing, like they're doing what they should be doing if they were in a bouquet in a handheld rose. Check it out. They're really nice. I love the way the leaves got on there. The bottom is totally symmetrical. And we're going to put that wrap holding it together right down here. Oh, I'm going to take a flash and I'll be ready. Give it a marver. I want it to go on a little bit stiff, Joey, not super hot. And that's, yeah, give me, you can heat that up and pull a little bit more off of that. coming out and open the door for me? Thank you.
I was gonna say Instagram.
All right, get that nice and hot. You ready, Joey?
The door open.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna be all right. Just want to kind of make sure that the rose heads on the top are nice and lined up correctly, so the whole piece will sit and be weighted correctly. Looks pretty good. Give it one more heat. I'm equalizing the heat so there's no hot spots here, guys. So, Joe, do you think that you're going to use the tongs to put this away or the gloves?
Gloves.
Okay. So gloves are good. Or I'm going to put a little water and knock it off. We're going to torch that bottom. I'll do one more finessing of these.
And reduction.
And then some reduction. I like that. I love it when Michelle reminds us of that stuff because sometimes you get so caught up in the...
Do you need a GA stamp too?
But we do need to put a GA stamp on this Joey Z Wales.
Do you want me to bring you the bit?
Would ya?
Clear.
Coming? Then will you reach... Oh, I got one here.
Look at that. That is beautiful, Chris.
Woo!
Fancy.
Little reduction. Got some bling there on the leaves and on the stem. Look at that nice looking bouquet. Now we got to get her off. Which I think should be okay. But I'm not going to be putting any water on this until I get over the table, guys. And I got to make sure that I don't put any water on it. Fell right off. I like that. Just gonna lay it on its side in there. I wouldn't try to stand it up. It could stand, but it's not worth trying. Just set her on her side is cool. Go for it. I'll get the door for you.
This is beautiful. I like it.
Up top left.
And when they get in that corner, because
Yeah.
they're connected by the cord, but you can see
Wow.
the others kind of get
Two
close
sweet
shot.
pieces.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Nice.
That was nice. That was pretty cool. I was, I don't know. Never made anything like that, so you're always got a little bit of a knot in your stomach thinking that it might not turn out or it might end up on the floor, but good assistance,
Got it.
good ideas. We like it for sure, you guys. That's awesome. So what the heck? I think
You know
we're
what?
right
I
on
think-
time.
For the giveaway.
I know, it's awesome.
Are
So
we gonna
now
give
we
wheel
got to
names?
do something that won't take us into overtime. I was thinking maybe we could do like
Let's do wheel of names.
4 or 5 roses in a bouquet.
No, you misunderstood. We give away like this part, wheel of names.
Oh, I didn't. I know that. Let's do it.
All right. I think Bess is, will someone jump on the camera? And Bess will swing the wheel of names because like, heck, that's half the fun. I think.
Let me know when to spin. All right, we're back.
We're back here live at the Glass Academy, and just fresh in is the winners of the contest. Okay, so Tuesday's question was, where's your favorite place to get smoothies? I can't even tell you how many people make their own smoothies. Yahoo! Some people do alcohol smoothies, and I was kind of thinking like smoothies when it's summer and it's hot, that you want a smoothie. Tropical Smoothie Cafe wins as the like people that go out. No one had Jamba Juice, which is one of my absolute favorites. So I'm not sure if that's a southern thing, like Florida. But I don't know. I mean, you guys are from everywhere. Taco Bell. I didn't know Taco Bell had smoothies. But a lot of people wrote make their own. And the winner of Tuesday's contest, and I do have to say, if you're from Canada, that's a subtle hint. If you're from Canada, we have to charge more from shipping. So you will get an email to pay for shipping for this lovely ice cream dish. And the winner is, can you
What?
give me some space? Carol Jutris. Ta-da! Dun, 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 dun.
All right, all right.
Okay. The next one is Sunday's e-news was, have you ever seen a glass installation? So I was thinking like Chihuly, like these big installations, because part of our experimental show is some of the stuff that Chihuly does that we're not doing an installation, but a technique he used. And so I thought it would be kind of cool. And a lot of people went to the Bellagio in Las Vegas. If you have not been there, I highly suggest going and check that out. It's really cool. The hospital in my hometown, and I do like that as well because we've done hospital work with glass installations. It's super calming, it's a great wayfinder, and very cool. So that's kind of cool. Someone said the McDonald's in Key West has like these glass etched panels in the McDonald's. I'm like, that's super cool. But the winner actually has never seen a glass installation. I do not know if this person's local or not, but hopefully one day they'll get to come up here and see it. Feels like a newer name, but I'm not sure. And the winner will get a $25 gift card to use for anything they want, classes, product, etc. This is Deb Lashbrook. Wah, wah. Congratulations, Deb. You are the lucky winner of a $25 gift card. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone, for playing. If you want to join the fun, I think it's in the Facebook group. You send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com. I have noticed, checking some of the Facebook comments, that there is some spam going around. If you get a picture of some army dude that says, hey, your comments, and I want to be your friend, will you like me? Don't answer. Don't even go there. We block these people. We delete them as we see them, but we're not on top of it all. So do not be fooled. We don't have a bunch of army folk going around saying, be my friend. Although you can be their friend. Okay, so next is the giveaway.
Gonna be a good one. Something for all of the mothers and whatnot, or anybody who supports flowers.
Yeah, we're going to make a small vase.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Lovely.
real nice. Whole flowers, Mother's Day. I think that's something nice. You don't make very many vases on the show, but if anybody wants to get their vase on, we can do custom vases like you wouldn't believe. I remember back in the 90s, Michelle and I were doing some serious production vases, selling them all over the place, cranking them out, and they were really nice. Joey's blowing this one, and I'm assisting him, guys. The giveaway is making a vase. It's going to be a sweetie, so make sure you stick around to the very end and answer that question. Have you ever had a fruit tree in your yard? And if you didn't and you wanted one, which one would it be?
We're gonna do a core color. Pink, nice and vibrant, good kind of like white base almost.
Nice.
And then on top of that, we might do some more color and some ridges.
Nice.
Maybe like a core swirl and an outer swirl.
You going swirly, you're saying?
Like, bring it to Swirl Town.
What we're doing right now, guys, so
Wait,
you know, is...
I interrupt this.
Tech support.
Tech support is interrupting it. This fancy text that we just got. Service isn't working good enough to text on the show. However, you guys are killing it. That piece looks amazing.
Who is it?
Love, Jacob Nordine.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, Jake?
What up, Jake? I hope you're not sitting on the edge of some stranger's grandma's bed like when we were in Colombia.
What?
Yep. The only place you could get reception was in some really hospitable people's house, and they had him go into their grandma's bedroom and sit on the edge of the bed when she was sleeping in the bed so that he could talk on his phone, because that's the only place they got interception. That's the truth, guys.
It's the truth.
In the mountains of Bogota. That's the only time that goes down.
What else goes on down there?
Oh, Pablo Escobar's prison mansion.
Really?
Yeah, that's where we were. We were coming down the side of the mountain.
That's where the grandma was?
Yeah. Hopefully no
Related at
relationship
all?
to Pablo Escobar.
Very nice. Very nice and hospitable people.
Yeah.
So I am just chilling this piece of glass so that I can gather up more material over top. We have not had the fan on all day because it's been so nice and cool outside. But because we're under time constraints, we're going to make sure we get this done on time. No OT.
You're gathering over that, you say?
Yes.
Nice. All right, all right.
And she's off.
All right, he put a layer of that opal pink rose on the underside, and now he's gathering crystal over it, and he's going in, and this is a really nice small gather for a tiny little giveaway vase.
Flowers aren't small if you get nice flowers. This will be quick.
We've got a lot going on tonight.
Oh, I've heard all about it. Don't you worry. I even neglected the core twist like I wanted to. Just for you.
Starting next week, though, I don't have bowling on Tuesdays,
Nice.
so you won't see me darting out.
So next week we'll be going to Bonanza OT time.
2 hours OT. Last boy till 11 o'clock.
I don't know,
You guys
Michelle
stick
might
around.
use the bus on you if you do that.
It does work on other people too. Joey could have the bus run over him.
I drive a monster truck.
Would you take the bus for me once in a while, Joey? Just kinda, would you?
Man, I take the bus for you all the time,
You
Chris.
do?
I do. I do.
What are you doing here?
We're doing this pre-shaving so I can get some more air so I can drop it in there effectively.
Looking like we got a little witchy poo nose going on over there.
A little bit. Which is nice.
All right, so he's going into the optic mold, guys. He's gonna get buck wild and twisted up. It's a nice color pattern that he's gonna be doing, kind of like that lampshade I made earlier for Sue.
Feeling inspired.
Veronica and AJ, that piece turned out really ridiculous. The 3 rows special. I'm getting a photograph of that for sure before it heads out. Same with yours, Sue.
Veronica's mom said she'll tag us in some wedding pictures.
Nice. Look at that beautiful optical twist right there. Now he's going to be dusting the crack pieces on this special right now.
How did he know? Can I get a swirl assistance?
You can, but just do it right on the marver.
Okay. Tuck those ridges in.
Huh?
Tuck the ridges in.
Well, just do it right on the bottom. Spin, baby, spin. There you go. You got to spin. A little more pressure. Good. Look at that. Now you're ready to go into the mold. Just heat it up.
I wasn't gonna do the broken mold. No, we're keeping this simple.
It's only 1 minute more. That's only one toss. It's a difference between a strike and a spare for Beth. And she doesn't care. She doesn't make any spares, so if she doesn't get the second shot, she doesn't mind.
Joe, right the first
Listen, I've been winning money at bowling, okay?
You have been?
I sure have.
The raffle?
Savage.
Just teasing. She's probably a good bowler. You know how you tell a good bowler, you guys? Look at their thumb.
What's the identifying mark?
It's extra long
Oh.
from the tight release.
Huzzah!
There you go, baby. A little thickness in the bottom of this vase is okay, Joey.
Yep.
You want me to neck it while you're spinning it?
Sure.
We're going to start getting into combo action now. Come on. You want it to be nice and round.
No, I want it taller.
You make it taller by after you blow it out, you drop it down. You know what I'm saying? So puff it out. Keep going. Good. Keep it right there. Now you're going to let the whole thing get cold and just drop the bottom half out, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so you're heating just the bottom. Got plenty of heat up top, and you're going to drop it out. Get that little teardrop action, you know what I mean?
Yep. Spin it as slow as I possibly can for you, Heather.
And don't flash it, whatever you do, because you don't want that neck to lengthen out. You want only the bottom half lengthed out. So before you start swinging it, just hold it to the ground and keep it on center to make sure it's falling out on center, Joey. There you go. Just that's falling out fine. Looking good. Now give it the swing. Give it the super swing. Keep going.
Beans.
That's your boy right there. Oop. Not a lot of ale.
Tiny little bit.
Want that nice taper.
We're doing a foot on it?
Oh yeah, I think we're going to need to do a foot on it.
Perps.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do perps. Or gold brown. Yeah, we're doing gold brown. For sure.
Just don't put any on the bottom of it. If you know what I mean? Only put it on the sides and drop it, and then we won't have any to... So the punny doesn't come off. You can drop it on the marver if you want.
So I missed the beginning. Did he use like a pinky color?
He did the opal pink on the interior, so it's opaque. It's going to be beautiful. It's got a great pattern.
Very cool.
You want to flatten it?
You give me all of it. You're going to give me
Paddle.
a nice paddle in a second. I'm going to give it a cut around the whole thing for real quick, okay?
Pinch it.
Well, I'm going to do the shears, but this is a cool technique, everyone. Watch this. And then you're over here with the tweezers.
Oh yeah, my favorite. Look, he's putting the flower on the bottom, everybody. For the flower vase.
All right, paddle, baby, quick. Push hard. Harder. Good.
And he's gonna bring that right back to the furnace for heat before it gets too chilly. That real nice looking. Are you gonna put should we put a gold brown lip wrap on top? Yeah?
I think so. Whoever wins this one's going to have a nice shipping bill because this is a beautifully big piece, but it's gorgeous. This is an unbelievable piece.
shenanigans. They're not entirely free. The glassware is free, but it does cost somebody something to get it somewhere, right?
Yep. You're a little hot. Just hang tight for 1 second. You're hot. Don't go in. Come on out. No shears, but that's okay. No diamonds, I mean.
I have them right there.
I mean, punty. I mean, tweezers, dude. Tweezers. No tweezers.
Yeah, you definitely have a pair behind you. All right, folks. Moment of truth.
Push.
Nice.
That is a really pretty color you got going there, Joey. You putting a lipper on it?
Yeah. You gonna pluck it or just flare it?
No, because it's gonna thin out a lot. So and it's pretty already really thin. So you're just gonna get that a little hotter and put this gold brown lip wrap on her.
Is the bowl or the vase big enough? What do you guys think? You drink a beer out of this? Maybe 2. Probably fit like 20 grapes in there. Maybe 25.
Oops.
Don't worry about the grapes. Mild flare. Just slide the whole thing over. Slide that whole thing over here, please.
Okay, coming at you, Joey.
Yeah, that was good. I'm proud of you. So isn't it a small piece? What? Chuckle from Texacord over here. It means they got some.
Because I got to do something.
Oh my goodness. Should we let her paddle? She's really good at paddling things.
Hit
Chris.
that foot real good. Looking good. Deep flash one more time before you come out. Okay. I think just stay in there a little. Yeah, you're good. That looks good. Go for it.
Big base. Shit, let's get it again. I think this one needs an ice cream sundae.
You want to put a stamp on it before you spin it out?
Yeah.
So maybe just after this opening, I'll do a quick. I don't need a shield. You open up, I'll bring you one over. Okay.
Okay. Oh my goodness, folks.
Here I come. Here I come.
Look in my arm. Look in my arm. Oh boy. Oh boy. No one ever gets reduced.
Deal's right there. Nice. All right, so this is it. So before you, if you're gonna heat that bottom real quick, I gotta give you some reduction. So I'm gonna do reduction on the foot right now, and then you're gonna come out and hit just the lip. And I'll turn it off. Come on out and I'll heat just the lip up. Let it spin it good. Come on. Now, keep going. Keep going.
The
Looking good. Slow, spin slow till it starts getting a little bit, go deeper. All right, you got to get it to open up. That's good. Keep going, keep spinning. Keep spinning.
Oh boy.
All right, now come on out. Spin, 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 spin. Don't drop it yet. Spin, spin hard. Now drop it and just swing it. Swing it. There you go. Look at that puppy.
I saw that left-handed spin, or the left, right? Because I don't know, working the pipe, he's ambidextrous.
Oh, we'll make it work. That was crazy. This
Lovely.
is definitely probably one of the bigger pieces I've made. We got to reduce the top, Chris. I think it's still gonna fit.
Joey, it is a big show next week, so it's fitting to
I'm
have a
getting
bigger
warmed up.
giveaway.
I'm just getting warmed up.
And slow down spinning it because you're going to spin your wrinkles out. So don't spin fast, spin slow. Come out and just spin slow and hold it down and your wrinkles will accentuate a little. There you go. Very nice. Give them a round of thumbs, folks. All right, this is it.
Holy cow.
Little agua.
Yeah, with those non-existent tweeters.
Right here, but I can't grab them. Here you go.
All right. Away. We can crack the bottom on that one. What do you guys think? We're on time. That's the most important factor. That was a big piece. Hopefully everybody is satisfied with the
Woo!
and the size and
Again.
the flowers of that giveaway piece. That was excellent. Thanks for the help, Chris.
Hell yeah.
Nicely done.
Big enough.
What'd you say?
I think it's lovely and big enough. Hey, you know what? We need one purple rose. Turn it off. Just turn reduction.
Okay. Sounds good, guys. That's a wrap. It's about 8 o'clock right now. We just finished up a beautiful giveaway. Nice combo action. We like doing the combo stuff. It's real fun. We're looking forward to next week. You know what's going on next week, guys? It's the Jumbo Giant Show. We're working out of the big glory hole. We're going to be making the biggest pieces ever like we did. Was that on our 100th show? Our 200th show we had it, and now we're going to be doing it once a quarter. And our next show is 212, where we're going to be doing another giant piece show. So you can, if you're local, get tickets to come in and check it out if you want, and be in the studio audience while the show's going on. We have a limited number of seats. And if not, make sure you sign in to watch it, because last time we made like a gnome that was like this big, and we made a mug that was that big. We made all kinds of big stuff. There he is up top. Check it out. Hanging out up top. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a great week. We appreciate you. And remember, spread the word about the Gathering Point, you guys. Have a great evening. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.